All right, Coach, opening statement on this past week for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, just excited to get a big win, home win. They're in a rivalry game against another team that wears purple on the other side of the Sabines. So good to get after the Demons. Had a great crowd and good turnout there. The guys took the field on a mission and to handle business and really put the game away early, which you like to see in a rivalry game. There were so many upsets across college football. From the number one team in the country falling to Vanderbilt, up and down the top 10 and throughout the country. So that's why it's hard to win football games. It's hard to win football games when you're the favorite, when you're the underdog. I mean, the ball's oblong and takes funny bounces. Momentum gets going one way or the other, and so you put a lot of work in, year out, throughout the year to win. And so it's good to go out there and perform at a high level and get a convincing win. There was a lot of good things that we saw. There's still some things we need to clean up, but we're getting better. This team's got some potential. It's got the potential to be a good football team. That's what we're pushing towards, is try to be the best version of the 2024 Lumberjacks that we can be. And so trying to get better each and every day. But good to get a win and get a conference win, and now we'll go on the road for 4 out of the next 5 weeks and see what we're made of.
Before I turn it over to the media, the awards that came out today for the Southland, Sam Vidlak being honorable mention for Offensive Player of the Week, and Chris Campos just adding more to his accolades for Special Teams honorable mention of the week. So talk about those two.
Well, good. We're getting a few honorable mentions. One of these weeks we'll get one. It's those guys are awesome. Mr. All Time, Chris Campos. He doesn't ever talk, but all he does is kick field goals and extra points, and he does have a lot more personality than what he puts on. But tickled to death for him. He owns several records, and to get that one, I think that's kind of the last one he didn't own here. And so very, very consistent, great kid. Already has his degree, hometown hero. So fired up for him. And then Sam, continues to get better. This was week 4 for him in our offense, leading our offense. And I think you've seen his game improve week in, week out. The decision making, just the command of the offense. Ball's getting out a little quicker. He's doing a better job making plays with his feet and managing the pocket. And so, it's excited to see him continue to, step his game up and play at a high level.
Turn it over to the media.
Yeah, so turning the page, Coach, to Lamar, what do you expect from them this weekend?
Lamar's going to be tough. That's what I told our guys. This is an opportunity. We'll be the underdog, I'm sure, this week. These guys have done a great job, have tremendous respect for their head coach, Pete Russamondo, and what he's done there with this program. They recruit well, they hustle, they run a good program day in, day out. I say you beat people and with the work you do throughout the year, and that staff, know several guys on that staff, a lot of respect for them. So this is a program that's doing some really, really good things. Been nationally ranked here last week for the first time in school history. Have obviously sitting at 3-2. I expect a big crowd, a team that believes in themselves as they should. Very, very strong team defensively. Have put up some really good numbers on that side of the ball. Offensively, give you some multiple looks. Do a good job mixing some really talented tight ends in there. Got a really good quarterback that returns. I know he missed a game earlier in the year, and then a superstar tailback, the Griffin kids. So talking to some coaching friends of ours, over at Texas State, they had them on the ropes and pretty well beat that first week. And so that ought to tell you all you need to know about Lamar. So we're going to have our hands full. We're going to have to improve this week and have a great week of practice to give ourselves a chance to go and win on the road, because tough to win on the road, especially against a good football team.
Yeah, you just mentioned the improving factors. I was going to ask about that too. Like, what area of the team you're looking to improve the most right now?
Well, one thing, I hit the guys on this morning is penalties. We were one of the top teams in the country in terms of being the least penalized team, and I think we were averaging just under 3 penalties a game. And this past week, I think we had 7 critical penalties. They took points, gave them points. We had a make-it-take-it opportunity. We missed on a roller ball that we had converted on and kept drives alive. And so, I want to see us improve and get back to the way we had been playing in terms of just smart football and lack of penalties. I think, we're running the ball well on paper. I think had well over 250 yards again running the football, but I think we need to be more physical across the board. That's not just on the O-line. That's receivers, running backs, everybody's involved in the run game. So I'd like to see the physicality improve. Defensively, we got to quit giving up explosives. We were very disappointed in ourselves Saturday, giving up the yards in the passing game and the big explosive plays, and that's credit to the guys on the other side of the football for making the plays. But we've got to shore some things up, or we're gonna get in a position we don't want to be. So we've got to start honing in on those explosive plays. We gave up more explosive plays at Northwestern State than we did in North Texas, and that's a problem. And I know a lot of those were in the second half. I don't care who's out there. The standard is the standard, and we've got to execute at a high level. Whether you're a true freshman out there getting some burn in the third and fourth quarter, or you're a starter, let's play at the level that we're capable of playing.
And obviously, this is a game that conference game probably pays off right now, switching conferences to the Southland. So how nice will that be to not have to travel to, just get on the bus and as opposed to get on the plane?
Yeah, no, it's so much better. It allows us to practice at home, and the travel's so much easier. And more importantly, all our kids, their family, their friends, they're going to be able to be there to watch them play, which is huge. We recruit a lot of students from the Golden Triangle area here at SFA. Gives them an opportunity to come out and watch us play and just have another impact there in that footprint as a university. But it's great for players, great for players' families. It's great for coaches and just our get a little bit of sleep on Sunday night. Instead of rolling in. Past couple of years we're rolling in at 8:30, 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and so now get back at a somewhat decent hour and get ready to turn the page on the next opponent.
I know we're fully turning the page. I'm just going to backtrack just a little bit. Increase social media presence when it comes to talking about the trophy. I mean, college football campus tours. He knows he tries to find seats to where you're blocked off. Happy to report he didn't find that from what I talked to him on the sidelines. But very positive presence from him visiting Homer Bryce, and then Sicko's committee talking about the trophies. So just talk about maybe the recognition that maybe you got some text or something like that about the trophy on social media.
No, that thing was all over the social media world, and the largest traveling trophy in college football is back here for the Sabine River rivalry, and luckily for us, it stays right here in Nacogdoches as it should for at least another 363 days till we tee that thing up again. But I thought Della Meredith did a great job, putting that together. Again, hats off to Coach McCorkle over there for having some initiative and getting our heads together and getting a neat trophy put together. But appreciate all the national attention that we got, and there isn't a bad seat in the house at Homer Bryce. It was a beautiful game night, and the fans were there, saw some fireworks on the field and in the sky, and it was just a good night. It was a great day to be a Lumberjack and a good win.
Came out on D1 ticker for people that subscribe to that. The AD for Lamar asking for 10,000 people plus for their homecoming game for SFA. So once again, just talk about how big this matchup is against Lamar.
Yeah, I expect a huge crowd down there, and I didn't realize it was their homecoming, but great. There'll be even more people there, and fired up for the Cardinals. So it'll be that's what college football is all about. You want to play in big stadium, in front of big crowds and big environments. So I hope they do have 10,000 people out there. And I know we're going to travel well, and there'll be a group of purple out there cheering on the Lumberjacks, and hopefully we get better each and every day this week where we can go out there and compete and have a great game Saturday afternoon with the Cardinals.
A little bit of a different question to wrap things up. From a holistic perspective from the athletic department, soccer going undefeated, volleyball going undefeated, you guys pulling out a big win from home. How big is it when it's not only you guys, you were able to focus and get details on? I asked Debbie Humphreys the same question, but just talk about holistically how big it is for the athletic department when the three big programs in the fall sports are starting to win before crossover season gets started.
Yeah, no, winners win. Everybody loves a winner, and the sun always shines on the Lumberjacks, and it was shining bright this weekend. Again, some great performances across the board athletically, and Coach always, I mean, volleyball team, they're unbelievable. If you haven't been out to watch them play, you need to, because they are really special, and soccer's rolling, and we've put together a couple really good games, and so hope we can. Now the challenge is keep it going. You know, like I say, the 24-hour rule is over for our sport, and their teams too. So now everybody's focused on the next one, and we'll just keep this thing rolling, keep swinging that axe, and like I say. Expect a big crowd, obviously, down there, and looking forward to a fun Saturday afternoon in Beaumont, Texas.
Saturday at 3 p.m., SFA takes on Lamar in Provost Humphrey Stadium. Coach, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Excellent.